Hello to all the viewers who are watching us now. So we'll just give it a couple of minutes so that we get more people in and we'll get started with the instrument showcase session. Yeah. Indian Music Experience Museum presents Instrument Showcase, a unique quarterly series where we discover the journey of a new instrument with the creator themselves, followed by a brief demonstration on the instrument in focus. I'm Krithika Sreenivasan, a special projects executive and a classical musician, and I extend a warm welcome to all the viewers who are watching the instrument showcase today. Today, we have with us the creator of the Sumukha Veena. Surprised? Interested to know more about this instrument? So, let's welcome the creator, Vidwan Sampagodu Vighnaraja. So, we have with us Sampagodu Vighnaraja, the creator of the Sumukha Veena. He is a renowned, multifaceted Carnatic vocalist, slide guitarist, flautist, music composer, and a popular proponent of the legendary Chian Bal Subramaniam school. Also, recently conferred with the Asthan Vidwan from Sringeri Sharda Pita. Hearty congratulations to you on that, Vighnaraja.
Thank you.
So, let's just get started with the session now. So, we are all very curious to know what the Sumukhavina is. So, what was the thought process behind coining the term Sumukhavina? So, what is it all about? Tell us.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sumukha Veena is it's basically an adaptation of the acoustic slide guitar. Uh, it all started way back in 2004 or 5. I had a, as a child, when I was small, I had the desire of, learning mandolin. So, 2004, I wanted to try that. Having born and brought up in Sringeri, in Sampagodu, a small tiny hamlet near Sringeri, I didn't have the opportunity to, get the exposure to Mandarin or learn it also. So, uh, in the year 2000, I was shifted to Bangalore. I came to Bangalore. Then I bought one Mandarin. I had no idea how. I mean, except for seeing Mandarin Usual Master's picture, I have no idea how it is actually. So what I have bought was that folk Mandarin that is used in with double strings, 8 stringed that one. So I tried playing on it, and the fingers now started hurting. So to avoid that, I was like trying to come with a different method, and did some tricks of my own. I took a neck of the pen and raised the strings, made that neck of the pen as a bridge, tried to slide over the strings. It sounded okay, but wanted some better sound. So obviously, I thought of a bigger instrument that would bring the better sound to our quality. So I went for a guitar at that time, and did some work on it, and somehow found the metal slider in one of the shops in Bangalore. Raised the bridge, use another metal slider to play, I mean, slide over the strings. Somehow that was sounding too metallic. So I was not really very convinced about the sound, and that's how it all started. And in the coming years, like somewhere around 2008, uh, I got another guitar, acoustic guitar, and modified that. That time, I think I used some wooden piece to use it as a bridge. So like that, over the years, around uh, 2018, 19, so yeah, I took the help of Kanjara Vidwan, she A.V. Kashinath sir, to better the instrument. He put one coda, I asked him to put that. He helped me in that, and got another, I mean, both sides bridge all intact. He made it look a bit more professional than what I had done myself. And then I started looking for the manufacturer. And somehow 2020, somewhere around April, just before the lockdown was announced, I got the contact of Mohan Meena maker, Shibabu Biswas Sindhu. He's a very legendary manufacturer from Calcutta who used to manufacture for Vishnu Mandarji. And I got his number and somehow tried to contact. And unfortunately, in a short while, he passed away. And so I, anyway, waited for some more time. And his daughter, Ria Biswas, she got this, I mean, all the specification from me. I gave everything, all the specification. And I think she took about a couple of months to manufacture that. That's how, and this is the whole, the journey of making this instrument. Uh, but making it Sumukha Veena is that idea came very off late. I didn't have a plan to name this instrument initially, but somehow maybe for the last couple of years, maybe for the past 4 or 5 years, yeah, I was thinking maybe it's if I'm going to give it a name, that maybe something like this, something like that. I have a couple of names in my mind, and recently uh, in one of my conversation with one of my friend, Mr. Sanak, he's a researcher on all these things. So I took his help to find out whether those names that was in my mind, whether it is already there, and one name was already there. So I thought of changing that to something else. Then he also advised to name a new instrument. We need to follow a couple of even according to the shastras that says we need to follow a couple of rules, either on the basis of its structure, on the basis of its or on the basis of its sound, or maybe your Ishtadevata or the creator's name itself. So all these things were the parameters to name a new instrument. So I didn't want to name my own name. Anyway, my Sumukha being the first name of Dwadashanam of my Ishtadevata Ganesha, Lord Ganesha, Ganapati. And also there is another reason why I thought of naming it Sumukha Veena. Year 2000, I came to Bangalore. Uh, I was brought here by one of my father's friend. His name is Vidwan Shetty and Shashi Kumar. And in his house, there is, out of this Mridanga Kallu, there should be Mridanga Kallugattas,
Yeah.
there should be Tune Mado Kallu.
Oh.
In that one, Ganesha actually emerged. And he is called Sumukha Ganapati. And I believe that Ganesha got me here. Or he made that Shashi Kumar uncle think of bringing me over here. That is one thing. And it's been 21 years for this year since I came to Bangalore. 21 is one auspicious number with regard to Ganesha. And since I started working on or started working on this instrument, that is since 2005, it's been 16 years. There is also that number is also connected with Ganesha.
Correct.
Vishnu has composed compositions on Ganesha. So all this kind of convinced me to put Ganesha's name to this instrument. Eventually, thought I'll put Sumukha itself as its name. That's how it became Sumukha Veena.
And that's a divine blessing, you can just say, definitely.
Definitely.
So, can you just briefly explain the structure of the Sumukha Veena for us?
Yeah, sure. If you could see the instrument, it's in the shape. It's nothing but a normal acoustic guitar, and it has a resonator, the body, mm, and a tailpiece where all the strings are, you know, mm, tied to, and it has this one bridge over here, and then next sidely there is another bridge which is called nut, called nut, and the pegs are here to tune the strings. It also has 12 sympathetic strings underneath the main strings. There are six main strings that are aligned a little different. Uh, the first string that is absolutely away from me, that is Panchama, the fifth note. And the second string is below octave. And the third string is Andhra Shadha, fourth the below octave. And the fifth string is Panchama below Panchama. Sixth is the Mandarsai Shadha. And so underneath this main strings, we have sympathetic strings that also passes through a small, tiny bridge out here. Okay, and it has one coda, Veena's coda. It's a coda, and it helps me to hold the instrument on the ground firm. And I play with the Veena Nakhas, also using the plectrums of a typical guitar playing plectrum. There is also one such nakha. It's
Okay.
a metal nakha. Using the slider as this is a Teflon material,
Hmm.
which is very soft surface, but very hard, you know, material. And I got this Teflon material from my first Teflon material. I got it from Srivina Ganesh
Okay.
on my request, and I was way back in 2014 or so. So uh, this is the basic structure, the whole structure, and we have one finger resting board here with the black thing
Hmm.
that you can see there.
Yeah.
That's the structure of this instrument.
That's beautiful, actually. So, how do you see this Sumukhavina as part of playing a part on the concert platform? So, do you see it as a solo instrument, or is it also suitable for performance in ensembles as well?
This is absolutely uh, a solo instrument, and ensembles also you can use this. I mean, the thing is, one particular feature of this instrument even though it has frets that I can visualize, see, and on the basis of its positions, I locate the notes. But the thing is, if I don't see the fingerboard and play, there is a possibility that it might go off. So to avoid that, so I keep looking at the fingerboard. So in the ensembles and all, if you have to play certain particular phrases that is already composed by somebody else, may have to memorize that and play, not just seeing that may become a little challenging because I need to keep seeing the instrument as well.
Correct.
At least that is
Yeah,
for me.
great. So, and while we are speaking about this, so how is it different from its, you could say, probably cousins like the Mohan Veena, Chitra Veena, and the Hawaiian guitar? So, you could probably explain a little bit about that.
The thing is, all these are flute family and the slide family. The differences mainly happens in the string alignments and the way we play. And in this case also, uh, now I'm not going to explain about the structure of those instruments you mentioned. I'm not an authority to talk about that much also because I have only seen those instruments and gathered the information. This is about the structure of those instruments. So it's mainly with regard to the string alignment as well as playing style. Other than that, an acoustic slide guitar. That's it.
True. And also, do you see any further limitations with the instrument, like be it in terms of octaves reachable or speeds that can be played, or certain gamakas or oscillations that can be produced, or even in your manodharma? Does it pose any limitation?
Limitation. See, the thing is, uh, as far as my knowledge, and having worked on this instrument for the last 16 years, I felt if there is any limitation that is with me or with the player, instrument
True.
is it's an amazing divine instrument. You don't believe. I mean, you might believe. You have to believe. That just while I was practicing in my initial stages, how interesting and basic learners practice would be. But for me, I used to take one particular phrase. If it is something like ga 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 ba ba ga ba ba ga ba ba ga re ga ba ba ga re ga ba. If I take just one phrase, I used to just go on and on and on, like literally, you know, for hours. So it was not boring even to practice. Now, initial stage, it's very hard to tolerate the sound of any instrument. I played flute also, so I know how it used to sound when I was initially trying on that instrument. And this also like that only. So limitation, the thing is octave wise, there is no limitation. It has absolutely 5 octaves, which is more than enough for any performer. And improvement, such as you asked, improvement is there in any kind of music, in any instrument,
True.
be it vocal instrument or anything. It is in how we see in terms of our learning process.
Yeah, that's right.
So
So, have you come up with any separate practice techniques for this instrument, or do you use the usual vocal practice techniques to do on the instrument?
the thing is, definitely vocal music helped me a lot because being a vocalist, basically, anything that I have tried so far on this instrument or any other instrument is absolutely based on the basis of my vocal. But definitely, any instrumentalist have to work on the instrument techniques as well.
Correct.
Because if I have to just play the vocal things alone on this instrument,
True.
why to choose this instrument at all? I can might as well sing, you know. So I
That's
have
true.
definitely explored the instrumental techniques of this in particular as well.
Great. And also, do you see any feasibility of this instrument blending with various genres of music like folk, contemporary? Have you tried experimenting like that?
I haven't tried, but definitely it can be blended very easily
Yeah.
because
Okay.
to play the lighter things, it's the whole the whole world knows that being a slide instrument, to play the lighter thing is easier in compared to Carnatic stuffs.
That's true. Uh,
Yeah, and any other genres definitely people can try. I mean, if anybody learns it. See, for my thing, I don't know any other genre. Rather, I haven't tried any other genres except
okay.
for some exposure of Hindustani through Indian music.
So, have you tried playing the flute and the Sumukha Veena together in a performance
Yeah, in
and
fact,
singing as well?
yeah, in fact, in Indian music experience, in your own institution, we have in your own museum, I have performed and have organized my concert that includes my vocal flute as well as this. It was not called Sumukhavina by then.
Yeah.
It was just slide guitar at the time, but I have performed it.
Yeah. And it
It's
was
interesting.
a wonderful concert. That's definitely there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, as an artist myself, I see the importance of the support from the family. So, what was your family's reaction when you hit upon this idea and the witness the new instrument shaping up? And in general, what were the reactions from the music connoisseurs?
Uh, See, practically seeing when I was in Bangalore in 2005, when I started exploring on this instrument, my parents and my family they were in Shingeri. So they all came to Bangalore sometime around 2000, early 2006. So after 1 year, they came to know this guy is now Vighnaraja is doing something with his guitar. So they were not so responsive because I mean it was sounding somewhat like why is he doing all these things? He could have just practiced his vocal more. That's what. But they didn't comment anything such. And after that, in the year 2007, mid 2007, I went up to Malaysia on my work. I was working in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, in an institution called the Temple of Finance for about 6 years. And I was heading the instrument section there. So I was practicing my guitar there. So all that 6 years, my parents, my family people were not really aware of what I'm doing with this instrument, with this instrument. And when I came back to India for good in 2012 December, almost 2013, then they all saw this instrument being played. They were all very supportive, of course, definitely. Uh, right from the beginning, for my beat, for my vocal, for my flute, all my family members supported so much. And in the year 2015, I got married to Dr. Madhvanti, who is herself a very good vocalist. Uh, and she has been my backbone and my supporter all through in whatever I do with regard to my kacheris. She's there for everything. Yeah, so my family is my strength definitely. My
Definitely.
brother, my
Correct.
sister, brothers, they're all so proud of me and they're also encouraging me towards me. Ganamurti, Lakshnamurti, my sister Vidya, she, Appa, Amma, plus all are very, very encouraging and giving the feedbacks, right feedbacks as well, everybody, not just
Correct. Correct. That's very
not
important.
just yeah.
And it's, I think every artist considers a blessing when the family supports them wholeheartedly. And I'm sure you would agree with me, right? So,
Definitely. And also, my father being my guru, Sangeeta Varagi Shri D.S. Suryanarayan, he taught me vocal and also he sent me to one of his prime disciples, Shri Vidwan Shri D.N. Subramanya Bhatt, to learn about 2.5 years from him also. And that vocal, foundation my father and my cousin brother Subramanian Bhatt gave me. That is the base of everything. That's where the all music that whatever I produce today is coming out from.
True. And as a last question, we wouldn't want to have the visitors waiting and they would want to hear you perform on the Sumukha Veena. So
Yeah.
I just have a last question. So do you see any opportunity to modify this instrument further, like add more strings, probably a resonator, or change any material?
I don't have the plan of changing any material, and of course I have already something running in my mind after this instrument was done, that I need to work on it, and I need to explore and then decide whether to change the string in a little bit. I might add two more strings. The way I'm going to add that all those, I'll have to explore it and then only talk about that.
Okay. So I think we'll all wish you the best, and may you come up with probably a better instrument that beats this and you have a double feather on your cap. And we have listened to the creator now speak about the instrument, so let us witness the magic he creates with this creation. So over to you, Vighnaraja.
Thank you. Is the sound fine?
Yeah,
Is the sound okay?
yeah, it's perfect. That was a pristine Kalyani with Saint Tyagaraja's composition Vasudevayani on the Smukha Veena we just listened to. It was
Yeah.
a wonderful conversation, Vighnaraja, and a wonderful presentation as well.
Thank you
We
so much.
definitely appreciate your efforts in shaping up this instrument, and we wish you lots more success. And may you probably discover more instruments and give it to the musical world.
Thank you so much. I think I'll just stop. I mean, stop in discovering anything in this. I need to master so many things. Vocal, flute, and now this instruments. So I need to really give time to all these. So I don't think. I mean, it's nice of you that you wished me to, do more. But definitely, I need to stick to this. I think.
So, just as a last piece of this session, do you have any tips for young discoverers or who are interested in creating instruments? So, what is the first step they would want to start with?
uh, well, it's interesting question. Uh, just before ending this, because mm, I think coming up with some new instrument like this won't. I don't think it will happen. You know, by planning or anything. Where message to young generation will be just keep practicing anything, any genre that you're passionate about, because uh, main things are passion and the dedication, and just getting immersed in music all the time. That is the most important thing to master anything, be it vocal or instruments. So I do recommend young generation kids and boys and girls that they do develop the passion for music more than anything while learning, because it is so important to learn any art form properly first. Up to a certain level, you need to really sophisticate yourself, or anybody. I mean, so please, focus on sophisticating any art form that you're learning, be it instrument. And I don't suggest them to straight away go and explore some new instrument. Let them learn nicely first, and the journey will take them to the right destination. Because
That's
in my case, I had never planned to come with a new instrument like this. It just happened, and in the right time, I decided I think I should give it a proper, clear identity. So I gave this name, and I think Carnatic music or music or any art form for that matter, it's such a great boon to the mankind by the God, and we all need to soak ourselves in that, the nectar basically. That's my
correct. So for any artist, I think the three P's are very important: practice, passion, and the perseverance to keep trying
Definitely,
at it and
definitely,
just go with it.
definitely.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much for your time, Vighnaraj, and it was a pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you, Krithika. Thank you so much. Same here. Namaste.
Thank you to all the visitors, and visit our website www.indianmusicexperience.org, and follow us on social media for regular updates on the online events that we conduct. So there are a variety of events planned for the upcoming months. So stay tuned and you'll enjoy more of it. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay home. Thank you.